Hey, good morning, everybody. 11:30 on the dot. So let's get started here. Today's workout is going to be 24 minutes of core and jump rope. And the way it's going to work is it's going to go like this. Our first exercise will be 1 minute straight of plank. Might be a little challenging, but push yourself and see how far you can go. 1 minute is kind of a long time for the plank for some people, but it's really going to help your core. So 1 minute of plank, immediately followed by I'm going to be changing out between the short handle ropes and long handle rope. So I'm going to do 2 minutes of jumping with the short handle rope, and then immediately followed by 3 minutes of jumping with a long handle rope. So I'm going to focus more on freestyle jumping with the long handle, and I'm going to focus more on regular jumps with the short handle. Each set is 6 minutes long, so we got 1 minute of the planks, 2 minutes of the short rope, 3 minutes of the long rope, so that equals out to 6 minutes. So we're going to repeat that 4 times to total out to 24 minutes of total workout time. There's going to be very little rest between each set. So be prepared, even though it's a shorter workout, be prepared for it to be more intense and to have very, very few rests other than switching out the ropes. If you only have one jump rope, that's fine. Just use the jump rope that you have for the entire time, okay? Just use that jump rope. I'm going to read the quote that I like for today. It's another quote by Seneca, and it goes, "Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life." So what that says to me is don't dwell on what happened yesterday and let it affect today. Count it as in the past. There's nothing you can do about it, and use what you may have made a mistake on to learn and to be better today and tomorrow and the day after that. Let's do our stretching, our dynamic warm-up stretching, 20 on each side. Then we will go and get right into the workout. All right, I'm going to come down, 10 on each side for a total of 20. That's our warm up. I'm going to set the timers for 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3 minutes very quickly. And then we will get started. So grab your water, grab your motivation, and let's go ahead and get this thing going. All right. Just 1 second. 2. And one more for 3 minutes. The focus today is cardio, since yesterday was the weights, cardio and core. Okay, I got 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're starting off with a minute of plank. So we're starting off with the core. And then we're doing 2 jump ropes in a row. All right. Now let me get my timer here, or let me get the Fitbit going here so that I can tell you how many calories we burned at the end of the workout, or that I burned at the end of the workout. And you should be around the same, give or take 10, 20, 30 calories or so. Okay, I'm getting it ready. All right, let's do it. Down for the plank for a minute. Ready and go. Concentrate on engaging your core This is a little bit longer of a plank, but there's no way to get better if you don't push yourself a little bit farther than you can do or that you've done in the past. Keep holding, keep holding. If you need to, come up like this on each side to shift the work of the core to your right and left side. If you're shaking, that's okay. That means you're getting a good workout in. Got about 10 more seconds. Keep holding. You should be feeling this in your abdominals. All right. Okay. Good job. We got 1 minute down. Now we have 2 minutes of jump rope. 2 minutes of jump rope. I'm using the short handle punk rope here. All right, 2 minutes. Ready? And go. Now what you want to do here is just jump. The main thing you want to do here is you want to be able to jump the entire time so that you can strengthen your cardiovascular ability. It's also a good time to work on any freestyle skills you want to work on, like the boxer step, the heel toe, the fast skip or the kick out, the side swing, the run skip. You can work on the southpaw. Or you can perfect some skills you already know, like the basic jump like this. Try the crossover if you want to. It's a good move to learn how to do. Nice job. Quick rest. We're switching over to 3 minutes. I'm using the long handle rope, but use whatever rope you have. Okay, 3 minutes. And go. Mix it up a little bit or do what you're comfortable with. Whatever you got to do to just keep jumping and stick with it for the entire 3 minutes. That's what's going to build your cardio. If you have to stop to take a rest, by all means, stop to take a rest. And once you feel like you just got a little bit of energy, get right back into it. Almost done. Almost. All right, nice job. We're down with set number 1. We have 3 more to go. So far, burned 61 calories. Now we're down, starting all over again with the plank. So down with the plank. 1 minute. Ready? And let's go. Set number 2 of 4. Got about 20 seconds left. Keep going. All right, got the plank done. Now, jump for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right, let's do it. 2-minute jump, ready? Nice work. Nice work. Now we got 3 minutes of jumping. Right away. Get right into it. Halfway done after this one. And 3 minutes. Let's go. Less than a minute left. Keep the rhythm going. Keep the rhythm going. All right, nice job. Okay. Set number 2 is down. All right, take a quick breather because we're about to get right back into it. So far, we've burned 143 calories. So that's about 70 calories per set, which is pretty good. Okay, now it's time for a minute of the plank. So let's get into it. We're on our 3rd set. We have 2 more sets to go now. So let's finish it up strong. Ready, and go. 1 minute. I see some comments coming in. If you have any questions, leave them on the comment section, leave them on the side, and I will answer them in between the sets or at the end. But thank you for interacting. I really appreciate it. Now we got about 40 seconds left. Keep holding the plank. The plank always makes me think of Peter Pan for some reason and Captain Hook when they pirates make people walk the plank. So that's kind of a funny analogy that I can draw from if I'm starting to feel tired. I think one of my favorite movies growing up was Hook with Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman. Really great movie. Classic. All right, just a little bit farther to go. 2 minutes. 1 minute down. All right. Got 2 minutes with the short rope. Okay, ready? And let's go. 2 minutes. Keep jumping. Keep going. Keep going. All right, nice job. Whew. Good work. We're more than halfway done. We just have 3 minutes of jumping and then one more set, and we are done with this workout. It's short, but it's intense. That's what we're shooting for with this workout. Short, but intense. Okay, 3 minutes with the freestyle long handle rope. Ready? Let's go. Let's do it. Come on. You can add some fancy stuff in there if you want to. It helps mix it up a little bit, but it's completely optional. You don't have to do any of the fancy stuff or any of the extra stuff. Just doing this right here is going to get virtually the same benefits. So don't be turned off or intimidated by any of the more advanced or intermediate freestyle jumping if you just started jumping. Everybody started off as a beginner at some point. I have some old videos of me when I first started jumping, and I didn't know how to do any of this stuff. Nobody picks up a rope and immediately starts being able to do all the fancy things. The only way it happens is through practice. That's it. But if you practice it enough, it becomes second nature and muscle memory. You could throw some double unders in there too. go. We don't have much longer on this one. Keep jumping. Keep going. Oh, nice job. All right. Let's see. That was set number 3. We have 4. One more to go. Wait. I will. Oh, those are all good questions. I will definitely answer those at the end because those are going to require a little bit more of an in-depth response. So let's finish this final. Those are all really good questions. I will address them at the end. Let's finish this final set, and then I will answer those questions. Great questions. Okay, we got our final set now. So 1 minute of plank. This is our final set. We're at 221 calories so far. Okay, ready? Let's go. Last set. Last set. This is going to be the hardest one, but this is the one that you have to finish. If you finish the first 3, then you got to finish the last one. This is where the gains are made. If you're really tired, but you can push through the physical and mental block, that is going to make you physically and mentally stronger, and you'll be able to do more from a physical and a mental standpoint. So push through it if you're having trouble. You got to fight it off. We got about 15 seconds left. Just fight it off. This is the last one. Only a couple more seconds. Let's go. Okay, good. All right, we got that one done. That's probably the hardest part of the workout, that plank for 1 minute. Okay, but it's very beneficial to be able to do the plank for that long. Okay, we got 2 minutes. I'm going to use the short handle rope. 2 minutes. Ready? Let's go. We got 1 more of these. We got 5 more minutes of jumping rope. If you mess up, just keep going. Don't worry about it. You can throw some crossovers in there if you want to. Or just do regular jumps like this, either way. As long as you're moving and burning calories and getting the benefits that the jump rope can give you if you use it. 1 minute left, let's go. This is what you should look like. This is the side view. Look how I'm rotating my wrists. My wrists are doing all the work. Well, not all the work. They're doing about 90% of the work. My arms are just following. All right. Now we have 1 more jumping to go. And we're done with the workout after this. So let's go. Oh, I thought my rope was tangled up here. Okay, 3 minutes of jumping. This is it. So give it your best. All right, 3 minutes. Go. Real tired, just do this. Walk in place and swing the rope around like this or like this. Try backwards. If you haven't tried jumping backwards, you should try it. It works out different muscles in your arms and it really helps solidify your coordination. It's a little awkward at first, but it's definitely worth it to learn. And I have a tutorial on the channel about how to make it easier to jump rope backwards. All right, that's it. Nice job. Quick workout, but good workout. 292 calories. Nice job. Okay. Great work. Okay, let me see what questions we have here. Okay, but first let's go over what the stats from the workout. All right, we have 145 beats per minute average, 164 beats per minute max, and 292 calories in about 29 minutes. So that was really a good cardio and core workout. So let's see. Let me see what we have here. Nels X. How do you size your freestyle long handle rope? That's a great question. The way that I size any jump rope for me is the standard method that you might have seen. So for me, I like a little bit more room. So what I do is I step on the rope, put my arm out like this, and then these tops of the handles should come to at least shoulder length. But I make mine a little bit higher because I like to do tricks like the double under crossover that Floyd Mayweather does, and that move requires your rope to be a little bit longer. I've tried to do it with my rope being up to here, and it just isn't possible. There's just not enough room. So I like to have my rope at least at shoulder length, but a little bit higher. And the way you can adjust that, you don't have to go in and cut this rope. You can just tie knots in the rope to make it more or less long, or shorter or longer. So that's what I do. And it really doesn't matter how many knots you have in your rope. It still will perform pretty well unless you have knots throughout the entire rope. So I hope that answers your question. And I appreciate the comments. You get headaches? Yeah, they do give the rope more feel. That's definitely why I tie the knots in it. It gives the rope more feedback. Absolutely. So you get headaches when you're jumping. I don't know. You said you're drinking enough water. I don't know how much, if you're eating beforehand, that might have something to do with it. Normally, I like to work out on an empty stomach or having not eaten very much. But yeah, make sure you're drinking at least probably eight ounce glasses of water per day, maybe more, depending on how much you weigh. And try not to eat before you work out, because being in the Army for almost 12 years now, I'm used to working out in the mornings on an empty stomach or having very little to eat. So I think that's probably the best answer there. Try not to eat beforehand. Oh, you did? Okay. Man, I don't know what to tell you on that then. I would maybe take a rest from it and try it. Take like a day or two of rest and then go back at it. Let's see. Adrian. Let me see. Continuing the lower carb intake. Did you lose weight? Yes. I think it was between 2 and 3 pounds. But for me, I don't weigh very much. I weigh about 140 pounds. So I didn't really have much to lose. But I did lose some weight. I lost about 3 or 4. I think it was between like 2 and 4 pounds. But I just felt a lot better with eating the 72 grams or less of net carbohydrates per day. I can't really explain it. I just feel like you have more energy and you just feel a lot better. If you consume a lot of simple carbohydrates like white bread, sugar, white pasta, stuff like that, then you're going to feel a lot worse. And keto flu, no keto flu. I didn't experience any keto flu because I didn't do the ketogenic diet. Now, the ketogenic diet is when you're going to be eating around 25 grams or less of carbohydrates per day. And that is extremely low. So I didn't want to do that because, I eat a lot of macadamia nuts, a lot of almonds, and a lot of walnuts, pecans, cashews, and some of those nuts have a lot of carbohydrates in it. So for instance, one serving of cashews has 9 grams of carbohydrates in it. So if I had 2 servings of cashews, which is around 340 calories, that would put me basically at my max for my carbohydrates that day. So the keto diet is extremely restrictive. You really can't eat much other than meat and cheese and pork rinds. So I didn't want to do that, but no, I didn't get the keto flu at all. I felt great the entire time. Now, just remember that when you talk about net carbs, that is carbohydrates minus fiber. So there were some days where I ate 100 grams of carbohydrates, but I had 30 grams of fiber. So that put me at 70 grams of net carbohydrates for that day, which was below the 72 grams of net carbohydrates prescribed by the Life Without Bread diet. So just remember that if you're eating a lot of carbohydrates, you can offset it with fiber, and you can find fiber in vegetables, because fiber is a type of carbohydrate, but you can find carbohydrates in vegetables. You can find them in all sorts of nuts, macadamia nuts, almonds, even in peanuts, even in the nuts with a higher carbohydrate profile. So I went into depth in that one, but I hope that answered your question. Fitness watch, I use the Fitbit Ionic. I have no complaints with it. It's really great. Yeah, I have no complaints. I'm a proponent of Fitbit mainly because all my data, I have so much data stored in the Fitbit from like 2 years ago. So I just stick with them. What else? Huckalaroo. Someone may have asked. That's okay if someone's asked it. No, there are no bad questions here. This is all about learning. You have a total of 3 ropes: mechanical, long, and short handles. Are those the 3? No, I mean, there's a lot of different kinds of ropes out there. There's ropes for, so we look at the types of ropes we have. Let me see, I got a couple more minutes. Then I'll probably have to sign off and go back to work. But we got the long handle rope, which is for freestyle. The short handle, which you can do some of what you can do with the freestyle, but this is more for working out. And then you have the ropes that you can use for double unders. So, I mean, those are the main 3 types that I've seen, but you also have weighted ropes. The cross rope, get lean and get the cross rope, get strong and get lean set. Those are weighted ropes. So I'd say those are the 4 primary types of ropes. You have the weighted ropes, the CrossFit double under ropes, and then you have the short handle. This is mainly what boxers use to work out. And then you have the long handle, which is for the freestyle, all the tricks that you see people doing. So I would say there's probably 4, and if I can talk about it from the off the top of my head, 4 different types. Okay, let's see. I think I answered all the questions. I'm going to have to get going now because I got to do some work and all that. Yeah, I'll upload it, definitely. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday are my normal workouts, and Saturday, but sometimes I'll do a pop-up workout on a Tuesday or Thursday. So I'll work on a schedule, definitely. So I think I answered all the questions. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. It's free to subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I appreciate your support. If you could subscribe, that would really help me. If you could share the channel with your friends, that would help me a lot as well. And also check out my website, www.jumpropevet.com. You can subscribe to the mailing list. And if you subscribe, to the mailing list, I will send you a free 30-day jump rope challenge that I just created yesterday. So if you subscribe to the newsletter on www.jumpropevet.com, I will send you that by email. What else? If you want to reach out to me on social media, at Jump Rope Veteran on Facebook or Instagram, I post quite often there. And I think that's all I have. If you're interested in intermittent fasting, I wrote a book about it. It's very short. It's about 20 pages long on Amazon. You can check it out. There'll be a link in the description below, and there's a link in all the video descriptions on my channel. Okay, everybody. Thanks a lot for tuning in again. I really appreciate your support. I hope that you had fun with this workout. Thank you for all the good questions. And I will see you all later until the next workout. And I have some other videos that are in the queue that I'm working on. I'm working on a jump rope analysis of Manny Pacquiao's jump rope form. He's one of my favorite boxers of all time. So I'm working on that. That should be out later on in the next week or so. So stay tuned for that. All right. Thank you again for tuning in. Go out and do great things. And remember the quote by Seneca: stay safe, stay healthy. All right. Peace out.